buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we're going to, I guess, challenge Psych2Go. It's kind of been like a challenging Psych2Go, although I was completely wrong, which, well, listen, I admitted in the video, and I actually have to look through the comments to see if I was getting beat up or chewed out in there. I don't really know. For that particular video, I didn't check the comments, but I will for this one. This is 8 toxic things parents say to their children. I will, due to my last Psych2Go video, I'm going to be more patient and try to understand before I judge what I'm saying or what I feel from what they're saying and whether I agree or not. Some things I agree, normally some things I don't, but we'll see. Link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. You guys know from like other reaction videos I've done from Storytime animations or from regular animations, how much I hate toxic parents. Parents who are vile to their kids or constantly bring them down, are emotionally or physically or mentally abusive. I cannot stand it. Your child's success should be added success for you and not something that you want to tear down just because your life didn't pan out how you wanted it to. So let's see. Let's hit start. Link is down below. Let's get started, yo, for the video. Aw, little bitty cutie. Psych2Go. I like the little
Psych2Go is a
animation.
digital media organization that raises mental health awareness by presenting psychological topics in a digestible and relatable manner.
Okay, first off, I have to pause and say that vocal tidbit at the beginning, super pleasant. Like, I'm going to take it back. Excuse me. Only because it was like super calming. Whoever is voicing that beginning part, I'm a fan. Hi, I'm a fan. And it's also cute when the little thing takes the leaf. Wink. I won't like this.
Psych2Go
Wink.
is a digital media organization that raises mental health awareness by presenting psychological topics in a digestible and relatable manner.
Can you read other things
Please
to me?
share our content with those who need it.
Okay.
Children should always expect from their parents love and care.
Yes.
But what if the parents are toxic?
Right.
How would you feel if I told you that in 2008, the
They did like a
Administration of
switch up on
Children
their
and Families in
video
the
type
US
here.
Department of Health and Human Services reported that more than 50,000 children were officially counted as victims of emotional abuse.
50,000?
Whether hurtful words are intended to cause pain or not, they can leave marks and memories from a short time to a lifetime.
Yeah,
Hurtful
forever.
remarks can come from loved ones, such as parents, and the
part of
psychological
growing
and
up.
emotional
No.
damage can be detrimental to a lot of people, especially their children. The way parents raise their children and behave around them sets up the basic ground which builds their personality and self-esteem.
That's
So,
true.
how do you know if a parent or caretaker is toxic? Here are 8 things toxic parents say that can affect a child's life.
Oh.
1. Offensive
gonna be
words
upsetting.
towards their appearance. You're ugly, too fat,
I cannot stand
too
that.
short, or too skinny, or you have ugly hair. Degrading a child based on their appearance will likely only increase their physical insecurity and worry about their body image.
Exactly.
This
They
could
need
lead
to
serious emotional.
they need to be able to feel or made strong within the home because the world is going to do that, you know. Whether it doesn't matter who you are, if you're in front of a camera or behind a camera or not involved in a camera at all, whether you go to school or don't, the world is going to judge you, you know. So at least at home you should be instilled with building blocks to feel confident. That's definitely something I'm going to do to my daughter. I'm going to make her feel confident and love who she is. So many people struggle with self-esteem issues because they weren't strengthened in the home. You know, my husband is the most confident man I've ever met. And then his cousins are like that too. Like, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You can't tell them nothing. They are the most beautiful people in the world. And there's nothing you could say to break them down. And I think that is gorgeous and beautiful as a characteristic to have. And that is something I want my daughter to have. I didn't have that.
Emotional issues, such as eating disorders. Parents are supposed to teach their children how to love themselves, no matter how they look.
Yeah, see, putting the hands together, I love
2.
it.
Provocative questions towards actions. Like,
What do you mean?
why do you act so weird? Why do you walk that way, chew that way, move or talk that way? Children tend to believe anything their parents say. So
if it's done meanly,
may make the child feel like there's something wrong with them. This makes it very hard for the child to be themselves around
don't
people,
drop
your
Pokemon.
And they may then be trapped by the discomfort and fear that others
Not feeling like they can be who they are.
The flaws that their toxic parents made up for them. 3. Selfish wishes. I wish you were not.
Hold on. Oh goodness! Before this nonsense, whatever she's gonna say, this lady right here is gonna be like very rude. But I do want to preface that if it's done in a wrong, like a mean way, if you're like, because my my daughter, she like if we have her feet up, she'll go and kiss our feet. She's not even 2 yet. That's something she likes to do, and I'd be like, why are you doing that? I'm laughing. I'm like, you little weirdo, what are you doing? And laughing with her. That is not toxic. It's when it's done like, why are you eating that? Why do you look like that? Why are you doing this? Why, or why do you like that stuff? It's very weird. That is toxic when you're beating them down, not when you're laughing with them about the weird stuff that they're doing. Because it is weird for my daughter to kiss my feet, but she's a baby. She's so adorable.
I wish you were never born.
Take that broccoli and stab her in the face.
I regret having you. I wish you were a different child.
That is not their fault.
Never say something like this.
Never.
Feel like they weren't supposed to exist in this world in the first place.
That is not the child's fault. I mean,
these remarks are so harmful to a child.
Oh dear.
In general.
Oh dear.
They diminish their whole sense of identity, which can lead to self-harm and early depression. Instead,
cherish your children.
Make them feel loved.
Yes.
Valued.
Yes.
4. Making the child feel like a burden. You cost me too much money. It's so hard to take care of you. Having you exhausts me.
Dear.
If a parent says this to their child, the child will feel like a burden.
Again, if it's said meanly.
They hide their needs, feelings, and problems just to avoid the wrath of the parent. Considering
if it's said meanly or angry,
a nonprofit children's healthcare system reported that lack of love and affection or materialistic things are some of the causes for some children to lean on stealing and being abusive.
Oh,
5.
dear.
Unhealthy comparisons. Why aren't you like your sibling, cousin, or the other kids? The other kids are better than you.
Why would you say that?
Reduce a child's self-esteem substantially.
Then go parent them other kids. Leave me alone.
Good enough, no matter how hard they try. Also, comparing siblings with one another only promotes an unhealthy relationship between them.
They can be compared,
and resentment towards each other. Siblings should be equally given the right to build their own independent identities.
I agree.
6.
I agree.
Verbally abusive words or statements. You're stupid, useless, you're a loser, or
yes, that
you'll
is
never make it.
Horrible.
Absolute remarks like this will damage the child's self-esteem.
Just because you never made it, don't tell me that.
Parents encourage their children into believing in themselves. 7. Threatening abandonment. I'll leave you. I'll put you aside. You'll wake up and never find me. I'll just disappear. This will cause the child to have abandonment issues.
Oh dear.
Fearing the people they love will leave them because of who they are. When a child grows up, this belief will be unconsciously ingrained in their mind. They'll be unable to trust future relationships.
Right, which will ruin it for them.
And 8. Empty promises. If you do this, I'll buy you that. Or I'll take you there next time. But then they don't do it. When a parent makes promises that they don't keep, it breaks the child's trust.
It makes
the child feel
Okay. I would say that this is the one where I will politely disagree. I think it's dependent upon whether you intend to not. Because if you are not intending to meet the promise or hold up your end of the deal, then you're being manipulative, and then in that case I agree. But when it's accidental empty promises, I do remember everybody's lives are different. Everybody's lives, they go through things, right? So I remember distinctly, I can name some of promises that were made to me when I was a kid from my parents, from my aunts, like, hey, you do this, then this is going to happen. And it didn't. And yes, I felt like sad and disappointed, but and as I got older, I learned that things happen and they weren't able to keep that up. It would have been, I will say in their defense, they should have communicated that to me. But not every parent can. But I don't feel like that makes it toxic if you intend to actually hold up your end of the deal as a parent and something happens and you're not able to. That doesn't mean you're a toxic parent. It just means that stuff happened and you weren't able to do that thing for the child. But in that case, you can talk to your child and then offer something that for sure you can offer or do to make up for it, because the kid did what they were supposed to do. I don't think it's toxic if you weren't able to keep up your promise, but if you were not intending to keep up your end of the promise, then I think that's toxic, because that's manipulation. You're being manipulative. Just tell the child to do something. Don't promise them anything. Just say, hey, go clean the dishes, or hey, mop the floor. Not, hey, if you mop the floor, I'm going to get you ice cream, when you're not planning to get them ice cream. That's just dumb. You're being manipulative and dumb for no reason. They are your child. Just tell them what to do. So this one, I would say it depends on the situation.
Right. Making fake promises is an excellent way to teach a child how not to trust others in life.
Right, it does affect trust.
To conclude, even though words aren't physically
and
harmful,
reliability, they'll feel like
be
nobody can be reliable.
Harmful to the psyche and emotional well-being.
Oh, baby, I want to hug you.
An essential chapter in every human's life. Our childhood builds our personalities, behaviors, and beliefs. Have you experienced any of these forms of abuse?
Oh, yes.
How do you feel about them? Do you know someone who has and could benefit from watching this video? Please consider sharing this video to reach worldwide attention.
I'm an adult now, so it's going to be harder.
Can also be more mindful about how they talk to their children. If you care about our mission, please don't forget to subscribe to Psych2Go for more of our psychology content.
Okay. I will say that these are things that in my mind that I keep every day. Every interaction that I have with her, with my baby, I always think of, how is this going to affect her for the rest of her life? I go a little crazy. How is the thing that I'm doing right now, when she can barely understand words, is going to affect her for the rest of her life? And so me and my husband try to balance that out in regards to how we approach things and things that she does and stuff like that. Because I do agree that there are, first off, in defense of parents, being a parent is freaking hard as heck. All right. You think you have an idea, but you don't. No books can prepare you for how hard it will be. So you have to battle with dealing with the difficulties of being a parent, and then life, your own mental health and mental stability, and then your child's. So you have to, I would say, approach each situation and take your time. Have the intent to not fall down this road or be these parents. And then I think you're going to be on the right path, to be honest. Because, I never, even if she makes me mad from doing stuff, right? I never am like, oh, you're stupid, or you're useless. Oh, why can't you be like other kids or anything? I may say, why can't you go to sleep like other kids? Like my friend's baby, she had no problem sleeping. I'm like, why can't you sleep like my friend's baby? Can you go to sleep? But it's never in anything of malice or trying to dishearten her in any way. Honestly, it's just because I want some peace. I need some sleep. But honestly, I feel like if you as future parents, because I can't really talk to the effect of other kids because I'm an adult now. I don't know any other kids in this situation or who have parents like this personally. I know that they exist in the ether, of course, because she said 50,000 kids go through this or went through this at least last year. So I will say, for future parents, take a second, breathe. If you get upset, take a second and breathe, and intend to do good. Intend to build up your child. Intend to make them feel strong and confident, secure and safe and loved. That is my thing. My thing for my daughter is I never want her to feel like she is not loved. I've dealt with some of these things when I was a kid. Some of these things that happened in this, that they were talking about in this video, I've dealt with as a kid. And it does suck when you grow up in that. And I when she was saying, oh, this thing can cause ABCXYZ, I'm like, yes, I suffer from ABCXYZ because of some of the things that happened when I was a kid. And I'm working to not let my daughter go through anything. She's not going to go through anything like I went through. That's definitely not happening. But one of the things at most is I do not want her to feel unloved. So parents, future parents, current parents, I know it's hard. Just focus on making your child feel loved and strong, and you're going to be fine. All right. Let me know your thoughts or share your stories down below in the comment section. I agreed with pretty much almost everything they were saying. There was certain things like if it said bad or angrily, then I agree. And some things just saying the statement's not going to be enough to really negatively affect. But some things, of course, will. Like saying you're stupid, you're useless. That is horrible. There's no good context to that at all. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you like the video, check out the link in the description box below to support Psych2Go and spread their message. If you like this video, hug the life out of that like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.